Welcome back to episode 9.
Wow.
Yes, we are talking about female relationships.
Yay.
Yeah. Yes, you
Yeah.
sound super
Yay.
excited
Yay. Because we
about
need them. I'm
that
glossing
because we
up
need that.
because
And we need to
I'm so good.
remind our girlfriends to gloss up and
Hmm.
some
Oh,
gloss lips.
yes.
It's so much better, isn't it?
The gloss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wear that lip balm all the time, so it's always
Mm.
glossy, but
Is
it's a
it a
color.
color? Is it a color or is it
This
just a
one's a color. My other one isn't. My Jo Malone lip balm is just balm.
just
But it's
balm?
a glossy, but it's a glossy one.
Yeah, which is nice. You need the shine. I like yours. Yours is very shiny.
Oh, this is also
Right.
that color science. So color science, because I
Oh,
sent you all that stuff, but color
yeah.
science has some cool stuff, and it has SPF too, and they have really
Oh,
good lip shine colors.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, mine is from Thrive,
Oh
which
yeah, 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 yeah,
I do like some of their my mascara I get from them too, which I really
yeah.
do like. It's nice. But we digress. We
I
are
know.
talking about our relationships, female relationships, and
I
how
know. So important.
they're super important. We need to have them, and there are people out there that don't have them, and I think you need it.
Well, and especially these days when people are so almost more individualized because they're on social media rather than being in relationships. I think that's why maybe younger people are struggling and not being able to develop those relationships because they're not doing it in person.
True.
You know,
Very true.
I have the relationship with you, even though it's not in person. We see each other, we talk all the time, but it's not a typing kind of or
Yeah.
viewing each other's stuff. Yeah, we do that too, but we talk, at minimum 3 days a week
Yeah.
and interact through working out or whatever. I have people, neighbors, I have friends that are here that we go and do stuff together. I meet with gals from church that come to my house or we go to other places, but there's always personal interaction, which is so important. And I don't know that um, kids, the younger set, are actually very skilled at
Yeah.
developing
Yeah.
personal
Well, it's
relationship because they're
community.
so used to watching, so used to
Hmm.
being an observer than a participant.
Yeah. Well, so much
Nothing
of,
else, the best thing to do is make sure you find some group of people to participate. But those long-term relationships and good friendships take time and energy and investment, and they're just so important.
absolutely. Absolutely. There is a sense of community and you need community. You need other people in your life, and as women you need other women to have your back, to support, to and women a lot of times judge other women, and we need to stop doing that.
Stop
But
doing
we
that.
do it, we do it to ourselves. We constantly judge ourselves, or we
Yeah,
compare ourselves to everyone else. And you know back to the social media, a lot of it's not even real. It's what
exactly.
people want to portray. And
Yeah.
yes, of course, we want to all portray that, hey, everything's great, life is great, I'm doing this. But you know what? It's okay to not be great and to show that, because everyone isn't all the time.
Hmm.
And that's okay. But you need to have that support and those people that are your go-to people that you do trust, that are going to have your back, that are going to listen to you, support you, maybe give you some advice. But yeah, what's on the outside is not what's always going on in the inside.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
and you need to find your people. And I think it's important, if even I know some people who are older and have long-term marriages, they've been married for 50 years or whatever. You still need that outside, those outside relationships, those female relationships. You don't have to have a bunch. You don't need
Mm-mm.
to have like 50
Mm-mm.
girlfriends. You just need a couple that you can go do things with and enjoy your life and to talk with and have
Hmm.
that support in a different way, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's like your therapy group.
Totally, totally. It is. It is. I mean, how many times do we talk about things that, oh, There goes a dog barking.
I see one running. I just saw a
We
tail.
see one running. But how many times is it that, yes, I do talk to Justin about all sorts of things, but it's different. It's different
They
because
don't understand, and women are
Mm,
approach situations differently. We're more
absolutely.
of a village kind of creature where we need to have our people and we need to,
Mhm.
expand and embrace and serve and, you know, be there for each other. And it's just inherent in how we're made, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with
Right?
that. But it's when you have absence of that, you see people get lonely. There's higher rates of depression, higher rates of mental health issues. And that's because people are alone. And I think that started with the pandemic and the rise of social media and
Mhm.
people feeling isolated when you really do need
Oh,
those
yeah.
relationships where you can just chat with somebody, whether it's on the phone, in person. You need every aspect of it. But,
Yeah.
and the only thing that did good come out, I think, out of the pandemic was abilities like this with Zoom to
Yes.
stay in
Yep.
contact, to look at somebody, and it's different when you can see their face,
Yep. a
can,
hundred
see their
percent.
expression versus what's going on the phone or a text. But you get to see, the somebody's reaction.
Yes.
And, you can hide a lot when you're on a text
Oh,
or
a hundred
sometimes
percent.
even on the phone, because when you get to do more visual as well as, conversational kind of interactions, I think it's
Mhm.
so much more beneficial.
Oh, 100%. Like you said, you can see someone's facial expression. So immediately we get on here and okay, what's going on?
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
okay,
Well, think
something's
about
up.
every day when we go online, you say, how you doing? I can say just either by the look on your face or the just
A
how you're
tone.
walking around or the tone that, oops, what happened?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Something
yeah,
happened. And I was like, oh, I didn't sleep well. Brutus had me up all night. Or,
yeah, exactly.
Justin had to work late. Or, there's something. Yeah. And
Hmm.
you don't get that, like you said, through text and
Mm-mm.
and then social media. It's so funny. It's called social media, but you're not really social.
Oh, no,
You
not at
know,
all.
you're
Not at
you're
all.
you're preparing, you're planning on what you're going to do or say on it. It's a
Hmm.
it's a whole planning thing.
Hmm.
It's not just
Oh,
random.
no, it's not. It's just not random.
No, and it's not real all the time. It's like, okay, I need to put something out there. Sometimes it's therapeutic too, doing it. I want to say, when I have to, put stuff for Pilates or what we're doing here, that is
Hmm.
therapeutic. But, always having a smile on your face, like, yeah, maybe today wasn't a smile on my face. Maybe I'm not
Yeah,
doing so hot today. Maybe, not
yeah,
feeling good about myself or,
yeah.
you know, there, it's not all, joy and rainbows,
Yeah, it's not all
daisies,
sunshine
and
and rainbows. Yeah. Yes.
like it is on
And
social media.
yeah.
I'm getting
Well,
on
and
my
also
private plane.
I think also key is making sure you find trustworthy people too. And that's trial and error, unfortunately.
Oh, for
Because you
sure. For
just don't
sure.
always know somebody's intention. So just being really wise and thoughtful about
Mhm.
who you share with and how much you share until you get to know somebody. I mean, we've known each other
Yeah.
for years, so
Yeah.
it's pretty easy for us to communicate because we've known each other for so long. You can almost read what's going on with me just like I can read what's going on with you. So there's
Yeah.
there's those things that time cannot, adjust for. And it's the long-term, solid, loyal friends in your life. And yeah, those change, but as you
Oh,
get
for sure.
older, especially as we get older, then it
Yeah.
becomes a little more, they become a little more steady and loyal and long-term. And
Yes.
you find out who your friends are through difficulty more than you find out who your friends are through
Oh, 100%. You find
yeah.
out who your family is and you find out who your friends are when you go through difficult things we saw it through the whole pandemic stuff. You've seen it more recently as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's, you know, who is there for you and it's going to be there for you when times are tough, and you know who isn't. And, you know, the last 5 years have been difficult, you know, seeing what just goes on in the world in
Mm-hmm.
general, of who's going to be supportive to you, who has the same values as you,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And like you said, think people come and go, and I think certain people are in your life for certain reasons at certain times, and maybe they just were there for that time and then
Mm-hmm.
they move on. But you do have your core people that are there for it all, and they've
Mm-hmm.
been there.
Yeah.
And like we were saying, we've kind of know that now. Not, and it doesn't mean you can't let new people in, because
Mm-mm.
you could
Not at
always
all.
let new people in,
Yeah.
but also taking your time to do that. You
Yeah.
know, I had
Yeah.
a girlfriend tell me that, you know, now that we're in our 50s, she is more selective of who she gives her time to, because her time is very limited, because, you know, she works full time and
Right.
family and
Yeah.
all that, that, you know, yeah, if I want to go have lunch with my girlfriend, I want to make sure it is that person I want to give my time to, you
Yeah.
know.
Absolutely.
And it,
Absolutely.
but on the flip side are the people who don't have those people to spend the time with. And where do you find people? Where do you, you know, especially as you get older, it's harder
Yeah.
to find those trusted
I agree. I mean,
individuals.
I think it's through common things like,
Hmm.
church or a Bible study group or an exercise group or maybe a book club or
Right? Or
um,
a volunteer thing.
volunteering,
Exactly.
a common interest.
Yep.
Whether it's like for me, it's cooking. So I find a lot of common interests with different people that cook. So we have a lot of fun trying to figure out, okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? And,
Right.
a lot of sharing of information that way. And you get to know
Yeah.
people doing that. And that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, or through other activities. You know, I have
Yeah.
students of mine that play golf, and then they have a group of ladies that they go play golf with every
Oh,
week.
exactly. Tennis,
Pickleball.
pickleball.
Yeah, pickleball is such a
I
huge thing.
mean, huge. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I have a
Just,
girlfriend that keeps trying to get me to do pickleball. But I'm a little nervous. I'm like, I hear so many people get injured doing
I
this.
know. I'm not
But
sure,
I know, like,
I'm not sure
ah,
on that one, but yeah, everybody says it's great and a lot of fun. I just, you know,
exactly.
just don't know if my knees move fast
Right.
enough.
I think it's smaller. It's not like tennis. You're not running.
Mhm.
I don't know. I need to experience it, I think, and
Yeah,
try it
yeah,
out
I know. I
for
know. I've had a
myself.
couple people, let's try it. I'm like,
Right.
okay,
But you
okay.
know, I think one of the hardest things though, and you might see, you're such an outgoing person though, that you know, you moved to a whole different state and you had to get a whole new group of people. Lucky for
Hmm.
you, you've had a lot of friends move out there too, which has been awesome
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah. I have
You know,
a
but
few
you,
friends that have moved out, but
yeah,
I've made, really good friends just like I said, through like going to church and meeting with
going
women's
out, going
group
to
there,
restaurants.
the
Yeah, going
restaurants, getting to know all the people
exactly.
there because we know people that just go to the similar restaurants that we go to as well as the people at all the restaurants. So
Exactly.
yeah,
I think it's putting yourself out there. And a lot of women, a certain age, as like you said, as you get older, sometimes you're kind of nervous to put yourself out there. But
yeah,
it's, if you don't, I think it's such a detriment if you don't
hmm,
try to put yourself out there and meet new people. I mean, I was so lucky that when I got divorced, when I was in my 20s, I had Pilates and
hmm,
met so many friends through Pilates,
yeah,
you know? And so I'm very fortunate for that, because I made the mistake of, I had a couple close girlfriends when I was married the first time, but they moved away. And I didn't really have those people anymore.
hmm,
And I didn't realize that till after I got divorced. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is so important. I need that one you see all the time. And back then there wasn't anything like this, like the Zoom,
mm-mm, mm-mm.
you know, anything. So so glad we have this,
Yeah.
FaceTime or Zoom or any of those different platforms where you can actually, like, we've had happy hours, you know,
Yeah, yeah, we do
before
the
doing
happy
this.
hours or just, oh, what are you doing? I'm gonna go on the rebounder. Yeah, let's get on
Exactly.
and then just chat while we're doing something, some self-care stuff for ourselves. So there's
Yeah,
always something like
it's,
that going on.
and it is so
That's
important
I've
to
done that
have it.
often, We do that
Yeah.
pretty often
We
actually.
do. We do. And I think it's making a point to do that too, because, I do have some girlfriends I haven't seen for months. And it's like, okay,
Hmm.
no, I need to make a point to
Yeah.
schedule a walk or something or, get out. Even if it's
Yeah,
a short
exactly. Even if it's
moment,
just
let's
a short
meet.
walk or a tea or anything.
I'll meet you at Sprouts, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Yeah, seriously, it's just taking the time.
Exactly.
And
No, but yeah, like you need to know who's there for you and
right.
who can have your back and
Yeah.
I'm
And it
very, very
also, I
grateful.
think also too, as you know, I don't know if this is maybe it's just because that's how our generation has grown up. You always interacted with people.
Mm,
And these days I don't know how familiar and what the skill set is for iteration,
yeah.
relationships and developing those relationships and also being vulnerable. Nobody really wants to be vulnerable and say, "Hey, this is what I've got going on."
Yeah. Yeah.
And because that takes some courage to be able to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. To let people in
And to
and
let people be available for you
oh
instead of you
gosh.
being that island that everybody else relies on.
Yeah. I mean, I remember getting online. We had a class, and it was when Justin got injured. My eyes swelled up like
Hmm.
nobody, I had some allergic reaction. He was injured and had just
He
had
fell that
surgery.
night.
He
And
fell
he
on
fell that
me
night.
and fell. I thought he really hurt himself again. We get on here, and immediately you're like, "What's wrong?" And I just started crying
Bawling. And so
and
we just said,
crying.
no workout. We're just chatting. Time to chat. Everybody
You
get their
need to go
tea.
to urgent care.
Let's everybody get their
Tried.
tea.
And what did
So
you do? She sent me these eye masks
I
because
did. I
my
sent
eyes
you
were
the
swollen up. She
refrigerated
mailed them
eye
to me.
masks. Kathy went and brought you some
She
tea.
brought me some tea. It
And we
was
were like,
awesome,
okay, let's just sit and chat for a while. I don't think
right?
we
And
need to
calm me
work out.
down.
Calm
Calm
me
me
down. And
down
we did. We
because
took the whole time and just sat there and talked.
I
And it
know.
wasn't, we just stopped what we were doing and addressed what was going on with you. And I think that's also,
Yeah.
I find there's people that are not, are so self-involved, they
Yeah.
forget to maybe look at what's going on around you. And so I think
Right.
also creating some awareness of something other than yourself is also
Yes.
extremely important. And maybe take a minute and go, maybe something's going on in that person's life. Maybe I should check on them. Or when you get that little nudge in
Mm-hmm.
your mind or somebody pops up in your mind randomly, which I don't believe it's ever random,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
jump on and just send a note. It's really easy to say, I was thinking about you. Everything good? Just wanted to check in, say hello. You popped into my mind today, or even picking up the phone and doing the same thing. So it's paying attention and being aware of other things other than yourself.
Yeah. And reaching out because a lot of times, and I've heard this from other people, oh, I don't want to bug them. Oh, they'll let me know. I said, just let me know if you need something.
Yeah.
You know what? When you
But
say,
sometimes
let me
it
know,
requires somebody to reach out
yes, and
and make
actually
you
do
go,
something,
exactly.
not just say,
Exactly.
I'm going to let them be and give them some space.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's not
And
what
sometimes it's just a quick thought or whatever. It doesn't, and it's
means a lot.
extremely helpful. It's a
It
lot.
really is. When someone does just send that message of I'm thinking about you or how are you
Yes.
doing, and at that moment you might really need that and then call the person, yeah,
Yeah,
having a hard
exactly.
time.
Sometimes it's the other person reaching out that then engages you to then, okay, this is where I'm at and this is what's
Right?
going on. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's back to why it's so important that we have these female
Oh,
relationships
yeah. Hmm.
I think because females are more nurturing to,
Oh,
we have that
absolutely.
sixth sense also, I feel
Yeah.
like, you
Yeah.
know. So I don't know. Go out and get yourself some girlfriends, is what we're saying.
Make some friends. And make
Make some
some good
friends.
friends.
Exactly. Exactly.
Quality people that have similar, why fight it? Find some people that have some similarities
Yeah.
and take some time. Maybe it's coffee or a walk or whatever, and find out you where you have similarities and find out, oh, we have all these things in common and use that to just start developing. And because you'll find out as the older you get, the more these relationships become so key to life. And I've been very
Absolutely.
blessed and very grateful for the people throughout my life that have been there for me and have shown such great support. So
Me
trust me,
too.
when things um, happen that are unexpected, that
Yes.
these relationships become kind of your lifeline to
Yeah.
make it through the day or make it through the minute or the hour,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm so
Absolutely.
grateful for you. Mwah.
I was just going to say that too. I'm so grateful for you and to all of our girlfriends that are
Oh,
listening to us too. We are so
yeah.
grateful for you. Thank you.
I
And
love you all.
love you all.
Yes, we can get a little silly here, but that's part of
Well,
it.
yeah,
Part of
and
it
we
is
need
using
to.
it as therapy. Your girlfriends are your therapy, really.
Yeah,
Really.
they are. They are. I mean, a good therapist is good, but your girlfriends
Oh,
are great
no
therapy.
question about that either. But when it comes to
100%.
these relationships, um, nurture them
Absolutely.
and
They're
put the
super.
time and energy because you only get out of it what you put in.
Yeah.
So it is a two-way street when it comes to relationships.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. You have to give and take, and you have to know when it is appropriate to
Yeah.
take and give. It's always a constant, symbiotic
Yeah.
relationship here.
That's true.
But yes, I'm grateful for you and grateful to all of our wonderful people out there listening
Yeah.
to us.
Oh, yes, yes.
Anybody needs anybody, let us know.
Just reach out.
Reach out.
We'll all
Let us
connect to one
know.
another.
We'll all connect.
Anyway, when it comes down to it, no matter what, give yourself grace and give your friends grace too.
A
Because
hundred
everybody
percent.
has a bad day and everybody sometimes needs just well, in golf, it's called a mulligan. So everybody
A
needs a
mulligan.
mulligan. Oh,
I
you
don't know what
hit
that
it.
means.
So mulligan in golf is you take your first you when you tee off and you had a bad hit and your golf ball didn't go where you wanted it to go. You go, I'm going to take a mulligan, and it means you get a do-over. So,
Oh,
yeah, you get a do-over.
right.
Because
All
every
right.
once in a while we might say something, act something, and you really don't know what has happened that morning, the day
Right.
before. You just don't know. You don't
Yes.
know what has hit that person, and maybe they weren't in the frame of mind. So, give grace, offer grace, and take the grace,
And take the mulligan.
and take the mulligan. So
Uh,
next time I know this wasn't as long of a one, but it's very
that's
important.
okay. It is important, and it's important to get out there and feed your soul with other women and
Yeah.
relationships
Yes.
because it is essential,
Yeah,
for our
absolutely.
life. All right.
So
Well, make sure you subscribe to us and like
yes,
us. And if you have any questions, comments, let us know.
yes, we have more episodes to come. So
We do. Exciting.
yes. Okay, we'll see
Thank
you
you.
next time. Bye.
Bye.